Hey Brenda, I was just calling because I wanted to see if you wanted to go out tonight. What about going out to eat on that place where your dad sells those vehicles? I think it'll be fun. I mean, every time, because right now I feel like sad, but every time I see you, I turn into like I get happy. I mean, you know what I mean, right? That's the best I can explain myself. And then we can go to that carnival up the street. I don't know, we can do something fun, spontaneous. Well, call me back. Text me, call me. And I would love to see you tonight. Okay, bye. You heard that popping sound? Those are those fucking head low frequency idiots that I'm talking about. And they need, literally, to be eliminated from out of this earth. Don't go easy on nobody. I don't want nothing like that. Creating a mass murder, I see. Choose wisely. Can you still accomplish the same strategy in a faster rate?
Stop distracting me.
You must stay focused at all circumstances. You had nothing else to do but lose minutes out of your life with that move. I told you, do you see when me and my opponent are playing a game of checkers and then they're like speaking in low radio frequency, trying to blend in with the TV, any sound? I don't know what they're doing. Everybody needs to know about it or we're all screwed. And then my opponent taps on the actual table. That could literally be mind control. They could influence her thought patterns to do that just to get hidden by whoever those idiots are. Literally. Guys. Alright, so I just want you to know, that they try to blend in, the doctors working with the others. They try to blend in and they select a handful of individuals, like military, government officials, and they purposely diagnose them and use them for their own personal gain. and then they dish them out to the community, and then they prescribe them medications, and then they could use the reactions of certain medications and side effects to blend in their manipulative ways that they're doing to cause disruption for demand of their shitty ass equipment, and it shouldn't be. And it shouldn't be. It should never be. I want to bring attention. They also try to, do the same tests in labs, secret laboratories underground on animals, dogs, and then they dish them out to civilization. Something's really wrong and it shouldn't happen. You can have someone change, you can have someone act in certain ways that you would not necessarily see them act. They act rational. What's wrong, Oakley? Are you alright? What's gotten into you? I fucking told you. You see, they fucking bug them or some shit. They're doing something to dogs, they're doing something to our troops. They select a handful and then they just try to mind control them. And it's off impulse, dude. That's exactly why I'm filming everything. Real life documentation, and I'm putting in a movie to catch those motherfuckers. This is no game. This is real life evidence. Literally, dude. And Oakley's always quiet. The same thing happens to different individuals when they're talking. They put words in their mouth. They try to mind control them. Oakley, are you okay? Oakley? Fuck is happening, dude? What the fuck, dude? It's like Earth is turning dark in midday. What the fuck? Are you seeing this? Hello? Dude, what the fuck? Everybody around the world started to act very rational. They were being controlled. They were being faked out and forced purposely to go against one another after being provoked intentionally on purpose for no reason. In peaceful environments, all hell broke loose everywhere around the world. All set. Pick you up. Yes, thank you. I'm thankful for you. Thank you so much. I want you to notice when I got sent to the hospital just to evaluate my health to see if I wasn't being poisoned because they tried poisoning me along with the rest of the whole world in our harvest. So when I grabbed the mail, I saw some white powder, and that's what I explained to the doctor. But notice how we remained silent, me and the doctor, and then you heard like voices in low radio frequency. It was not our surroundings. Nobody was around us, and we were silent the whole time. It's probably pre-recording in a mixture of somebody, real people being really present. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but it's mostly just Dr. What is that? It's mostly just Dr. Cordova. Yeah, she's the one
That does everything.
Yeah, she's the area OD.
Because they also talked about Dr. Kirby? No? It starts with a K.
No, never heard
So
of it.
then it's also for National Vision and not you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it shows there on the announcements.
yeah.
Hello, sir. Yeah, so we can't have any recording at all in the store. That's just our company policy. We can't have that. Okay, because it can it violates like HIPAA and stuff like that because we have patients in the store and the doctors and associates and stuff like that.
I understand. It's because I have people like messing with like people, like they're trying to mind control the people, and like they mess with people in radioactivity and they're tampering with evidence. So like I'm trying to get my driving test, and when I was trying to get my vision checked in the driving test, they like try to make you blind in a sense, you know, and I don't know what's going on, but I have to record even my hospital visits because they already tried poisoning me and like the world, and I don't know like
Yes.
if it's
Yeah. So I mean,
it's fine.
Yes. I'm so.
Known to be the same costume worn by the killer. 17-year-old Casey Becker and her boyfriend Stephen Orr have already lost their lives. Who's next? You can literally feel
You.
fear on this campus. Hi,
Him.
Gail Weathers, field correspondent, top story.
That stupid bitch.
Here you are, Miss Withers. How's that?
Productive. Is there a problem on campus?
No, everything's under control.
Well, of course, you're here.
You're not supposed to be here.
I should be in New York covering insurance. So it's all perfect.
stupid pieces of shit. Fucking idiot. Rotten, burning fucking hell. Yeah, so right now they're checking my vitals basically. I'm only filming for my safety.
Is there a preferred hospital you want to go to?
You can take me just a nap.
Nap?
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Everybody is.
You been in that before? They have your information?
Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna put a Texas bank. That's your number right now.
Well, you know, usually, for the vitals, I mean, the blood pressure is not gonna be as accurate since I'm doing all this motion and talking. So.
That's fine.
One more time, just keep that arm still for this one.
Yeah, but it doesn't register. I guess it has to go in this forearm. Because I think that cuff's a little small, no? Did it register or no?
I was doing it again, but because it was moving the first time around.
Yeah. You good to go, bro?
As stated
Yeah,
correct.
I got it.
I'm sorry?
Oh no, I was saying as stated correctly.
Oh, yeah. Alright, we're gonna head out already. You gonna send the poster out right now or what, Omar? I'll do it. Oh, no.
Check your temperature real quick, boss.
I don't know.
99.8 temperature.
90 what?
99.8.
Just run it again. Try to check this one. What's your name, Mom?
Reuben Roman. Mr. Roman from the Bible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Reuben Roman. Is that your last name or no?
Roman is my last name.
Okay,
Yeah.
sweet. So I can send the poster down. You want me to write down everything for you, Mom?
Just making sure everything's documented for my
That's
safety.
fine. That's fine. I just need a blueprint.
You know. I mean, the reason why I establish and let you know exactly who I am
okay. So
is because
you were mailbox, right?
Yeah.
Notice a powdery substance, right?
Yeah.
You got scared. Touched it with your hand. And then
Reuben Roman, correct?
Yes. Can you give us our ID? His ID room?
Yeah. You still have your ID?
You have your ID room?
yes, let me check. There you go.
Thank you.
So the reason why I mentioned like I'm Mr. Roman from the Bible is because we have partnerships with all law enforcement, government officials, and with people that do movies, right? Because it spreads the good word to Right? But then recently, I've been going through some unnecessary, unexplained things with like this low radioactivity, and they try to blend in with us because I understand and I know how it works, so they could blend in with like me or you, or Notice how when I'm explaining myself, they put words in my mouth as if I'm saying that with AI or whatever they do. They literally put words in your mouth like if you're really saying that. Like, look at how confusing I sound when I'm literally expressing myself. That's what they do. And it's very scary because, like, you'll notice, like, the EMS lady, she gets very dizzy, and that's how I feel sometimes. They purposely make you dizzy because they override your blood pressure and imitate your blood flow with electricity. I don't know, they use any constant source of electricity or whatever, and now they make it seem like, oh, you have something to do with it, or your surroundings have something to do with it. That's how they hide themselves, because they're getting away with a lot of murder, whoever those radio low frequency idiots are, and they fake our troops out, and that's why they start unnecessary wars, because there's no such thing as a battlefield or war out there, and people shouldn't be getting controlled at all. So where is all this progress going? Keep on watching, dude. This is literally not a fucking game.
Let me try this on for you.
What's his temp at?
99.8.
How long were you outside, Roman?
Huh?
How long were you outside?
Outside? I wasn't keeping track.
There was like a while, you two.
No, it was very brief.
Okay.
I had to drink some water. I just didn't want harm, because that's how my grandma, grandpa, and father passed away, because it's all it was those head people, You see how when I'm talking to the EMS girl, and then some low radio frequency said duh duh duh, like, dude, and then I don't even know if after I post this video online for the world to see and to bring awareness, I don't know if they're gonna like switch up audio and input all their shit. So I'm just giving it to God. I know I did my part and make sure I brought awareness and leaded everyone in the right direction. We're helping hands and labor workers, building, harvesting, employed equally, every workplace, school themed. Dude, I don't want to waste anybody's time. I'm not playing with no life, dude. They literally are the reason my father, my family, my grandma, grandpa died, like, on purpose with that electric shock shit that they do. I don't know, dude, but it's really messed up. Like, literally. And they think it's a game. They think this is a movie when it's not. This is real life, dumbass shit that's happening for no reason.
Put 116 glucose. still keep hearing it.
It's fine.
How are you feeling right now, Ruben?
I mean, I feel like, I feel okay with it right now. I feel great. It's just crazy, like I'm going through this unnecessary stuff and I'm just chilling. I had plans for myself to go to school and all that, and then they just try to take me away from my healthcare operations. I don't know.
Didn't get one again. I'll try on the cell one more time. Or?
I wonder why it's not taking it. I'm gonna look up your shit right about neurochemistry. We're gonna try one more time.
Feeling okay?
Am I feeling okay?
Meaning like you don't feel that
I'm feeling a little sick today.
Yeah?
Yeah, I kind of like a headache.
They could manipulate headaches and they could do all of that stuff. Like they can create the sensation of feeling sick too. I felt the same thing just now. Like they do that in lecture. They use like any constant current or source of light, and then they use our bodies as a conductor to use like a telephone to kind of like influence our thought patterns. Like right now you look like you want to yawn or something.
You're not wrong.
I know, dude, like it's not right. So I'm documenting everything.
Dude, you see how fucked up that is, dude? I saw it with the doctor, the EMS, the state trooper, that literally, dude, and then they were going to war, some troops for no reason, when we're just labor hands in, like, labor work, builders, harvesters, cooking and cleaning, customer care, kind and caring for all. Like there's literally, when you're on the ground, we're in good standing with all of our family, friends all over the world, in every country. God is good all the time, dude. That is messed up, dude, and I know it's not even a handful. What did they literally secret inject us with something? Or like they use any constant current? Like I don't know what it is, but it's stupid and it's literally very distracting. We all have to ignore it to even like keep on living a healthy life, because people are getting fucking careless. People are literally going into chaos, and we have to literally keep constant on the good word and bring understanding through all education, just to literally like not see the repercussions of those stupid ass idiots.
Not drinking water.
If there was water, make sure you guys get some first.
And notice, my whole time on my way to the hospital, they couldn't read my blood pressure and catch my pulse at all. They couldn't read it. That means they have their muffled hearing. They're purposely like muting what they hear, or they are like, I don't know, like it's just not right, or whenever they, like the Apple Watch or Fitbits, how they detect our pulse in real time. I don't know what they're trying to do. They imitate our blood flow, and then that's when it overrides your, like, it imitates your blood flow, and then that's how they try to use us like a telephone that explains the sound and input of words. It's really fucked up, and whoever it is burning in hell for a fact, dude. That is for sure, dude, because it is messed up, and they lost their life focusing on other people's lives when they're literally the only problem, creating conflict in peaceful environments when there's work to be done. You saw literally in real life. We're not acting here. We're not doing nothing. We're just literally documenting because this is a real issue in the whole world and everybody needs to be aware. And
No chest pain. nothing
without
like that?
chaos, don't ever entertain no chaos, all right? You just literally just build, you stay like positive, and you provide opportunity and do all of that stuff, literally.
Okay, I'm tired.
Are you feeling good? God bless you, alright? You guys are valued and you're cared for.
Me?
Well, you guys should have like some water, you know?
Yeah,
You should have like
get a little
water,
thirsty, but
you know? Yeah.
I had Olive Garden first.
You can, you know, stay hydrated, you know, always, don't strain your, you know, your mind and your brains need to always stay hydrated. You know, I noticed you grinning when you were interviewing me. You know they could manipulate that too. Like you can be laughing and you didn't mean to laugh. Oh yeah. So when they use your body as a conductor, because we already have electrolyte properties and magnesium and iron. So this is God telling me. I don't know what's going on, but when that happens, you can have like 3-way, 4-way calls, you know, like a phone. Well, they can like do that, like, you know, with us, and then they don't value us, you know, whoever it is. It's not even a handful. It's a humongous world out there. So whatever's happening, they try to I think they want something, you know, from me, and that's why I'm over here, because I'm Mr. Roman from the Bible. I predicted the pandemic in 2016, and it actually happened in 2020 with investigative proof, and God told me that nobody would be alive right now. Okay, so somebody wants like something, or leaning on their own paranoia, or I don't know what it is, but I just need to make sure I take the advantage that we are with God and the present, life and flesh. You know, when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to God. When I'm talking to him, I'm talking to God. Okay, so it's God every time. So I'm not going to waste my time and not state the obvious bullshit, you know, because it goes against all great life. You know, it goes against a great life, and life is super cool, you know. You're doing everything important to guarantee you a great life. That's why when you come back home, we're at peace, you know.
Can I see your bracelet number real quick, Roman? You prefer Roman or Rome?
Rome.
Rome.
what's the number?
112-327, but it's gonna be D112. Yeah, 327. There you go.
So I know, you know, I understand, you know, given the obvious that I was talking, you were asking questions, so it's obvious that the vitals weren't going to be as accurate if documented. So that's why I understand that you left it, you know, to the hospital, because this, right? That's why.
Yeah, either that or your blood pressure is pretty high.
Yeah.
It can be that because usually when the monitor does that, when it's squeezing super, super hard, it's either because your blood pressure is very high or The cuff might be placed the wrong way, something. It might be something. But if you're feeling okay right now, then to us, that's good. So we'll tell everything to the hospital. Hey, this is what we got. And they have the better stuff. Better monitors.
Get there like that.
Yeah, better monitors, better everything.
So usually when they have, hypertension or history of hypertension, you said you went all the way to 200.
Yeah, anything over anything like basically like over 150 is pretty hypertensive.
It's usually like 180 to 200, and then
Usually that's what you run usually?
Well, yeah, usually because you got to keep in mind, there's a lot of patients that have that white coat syndrome, to where they'll get excited, and like you won't see real vital results within every single patient, So you always have to check it like multiple times. So like with the initial vital, when you go in with the nurse, and then the doctor checks it again with an itself after a nice fluent conversation when the patient is more relaxed and more quiet, So that's when you'll get more of an accurate.
Medical Center, any mile 7.5.
But of course you guys know this. You want to scroll with it. This is 09, and right here it says past medical history. I have asthma, but in reality I don't have anything wrong with me, and somebody that has asthma would not lie. You see, they're tampering with evidence. So the lady in public records in law enforcement said that their software couldn't be tampered with, but somebody did. These medical records from the hospital indicate supposedly that my past medical history, I had asthma, and that's false. And a lot of times it has nothing to do with the doctor, dude. Head shit needs to go, whatever it is. They're fucking full of shit. My medical records, right? And this is dated at the hospital 09. Past medical history, it says I have asthma, right? When that is incorrect. That is false. I do not have asthma. I have no problems with my respiratory. I have no problems with my health. I have no problems with mental issues. I don't take medications. I don't do drugs. I don't do any of this stuff, all right? So do you understand? In real time, and I'm documenting it, right? Tampering with evidence, and it's not the doctor's fault. It's those people with radio low frequency activities that keep shocking our heads. So in reality, Because God sets somebody up for greatness to live a great life. So in reality, disease and illnesses shouldn't even be. So now where's the root of the cause of the problem? Misdistribution of attention, right? This is why we have police, military, border patrol, with corrections, building, landscaping, harvesting, constantly teaching and learning every single language, spreading the good word, always constantly bringing understanding with educational demonstrational videos. So now we're seeing our service members just sit on their ass, toxifying their own ideas that they want to believe and make themselves believe, just to adapt to shit over a shitty narrative and shitty life that everybody obviously doesn't want. Don't bullshit yourself. Not even a mile away, there's people in old homes when there's no reason to be. No, literally. I want you to really reevaluate yourself. Everybody must be building, harvesting, correcting, cleaning our water supply, engineering, caring for the oceans every single day, mopping, sweeping. Even if that road's brand new, you're still gonna sweep every day. Business moves fast everywhere around the world. Wind collects harmful debris. We're breathing in air from the Middle East. So when you see, defects, birth defects, what does that say? It's because we have tons of people misdistributing their attention, and it's not where it needs to be. When we need everybody caring for our foods, caring for all of our consumptions, because we aspirate, we heal, we grow. And we all bear the same fruits. And we all heard together, everyone in the world, we all heard together how they were speeding up the reproduction cycle in our livestock. And it was innocently a solution at the time, because we were lacking farmers and those wanting to put in that work to reach the masses. And then their food weren't being harvested and planted. Landscaping wasn't being kept up with. So the animals started to get sick. There was a lack of animals. And if the environment's poor, then they don't want to produce more. And that's why you see birth defects, right? And we see it in our food, harvest, ourselves. Your environment that you're surrounded by affects your overall health. This is why international relationships must always stay strong everywhere in the world. So we can all constantly, always friendly remind each other why it's important. Education is very important because there's work to be done. New life produces extremely rapidly. And now we have some fucking idiots in low frequency radio harassing the public, shocking our heads, and trying to intimidate, wrongly profile, tamper with fucking evidence. They already tampered with evidence on tickets that were already paid off for. I'm Mr. Roman from the Bible. Get that right. They're doing it on purpose over time. I don't know what the fuck they create like mess purposely for a reason to like just be up people's asses or something. I have no idea. But it's wrong. When you need to be building with corrections. So you see no crime, you see no toxic shit. And then on the tickets that were already paid off for, supposedly it said that I haven't paid them off, and then it had somebody else's name with all of my information of birth and social, but it had somebody else's name. It said Raymond, and this was retrieved from database, on law enforcement database. And the lady said with confidence that nobody has access to tamper with government software, when clearly it's false, because when I printed out, when they gave me, the DHS gave me the tickets that were unpaid off for, supposedly, it had my date of birth, my social, and my name. Very correct. With the citations, everything was correct. Oh, but when I go pay the tickets, it had a different name. And then when I'm getting threatened by God knows who, and I literally am anxious and like I fear that my life is going to be, put in harm's way, and like I'm in pain physically and I want to be treated, I shouldn't have to feel like I have to record my hospital visits for my own safety, for evidence. And then you saw proof that they were trying to mind control the doctors and make them forgetful when I tell them my date of birth, my information, and they can put words in people's mouths. When you get interrupted and you didn't mean to, you knew exactly what you were going to say. When you're feeling breathless and shortness of breath, when you didn't have to because you're perfectly healthy, that's being implemented on purpose. Some people are hype beasts, some people just believe in medicine, when in reality, sickness can become extremely rare. So you gotta put everybody on their fucking place. Everybody must be under healthy living standards and be kind to one another. And it's through the motion and cleaning and these daily activities in the motion that have your body speaking to itself. I knew what I was gonna say, you see? It'll have your body speaking to itself and saying, hey, I care for myself. I want to take care of myself. And that's why you see your glow up. But do you understand, as I'm speaking and I know exactly what I'm going to say, they put words in your fucking mouth. How do you like that, dude? I just have to ignore it so everything won't fucking rot in the world. See how I'm talking? And some fucking stupid ass idiots just keep on fucking talking and harassing, and then they make up lies just to get away with their stupid ass mind control. They're gonna say everything and anything. They're gonna say everything and anything. That's what I was gonna originally say, and that's exactly what I was gonna say, But they made me say everything and everything. They made me say everything on the second time purposely. They're the stupidest people that's ever lived. And they're gonna burn in hell for what they're doing. What happens to what's in front of you happens to you. Every single time. And of course they're gonna try to get away with all of that dumbass shit. My communication's coming from somewhere. And I know how to fucking find out with everybody how to catch them. We all remain sticking to our roots, building, harvesting, caring for one another, great environment, any software, limit the use, just not to do that spectating shit or whatever the fuck they're doing, or tampering with phones. And we just use a software to educate, learn, read the fucking room, Or else everybody in the whole world's fucked because of these fucking handful of idiots. And they're working with labels behind entertainment. They throw birds up. Any sound picks up their stupid ass shit talking. They try to finish off your sentences too. You know how the phone is like recording my movement, recording this, and then when you play PlayStation, and then they're doing something like that. But I already dished out every possibility that I could think of. Don't be impulsive with this, because then chances are you're gonna get somebody completely innocent, or somebody that was being provoked just to look guilty. Everyone building, harvesting, everybody doing healthy, constructing new roads, landscaping, doing all that good stuff, educating, learning every language, and just enjoying life. That communication's coming from somewhere. No assuming. Same thing in the medical field. What were we taught in school? Never assume. God bless.
28 of 94.
That's what I have.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Well, I just changed it.
Oh,
but
yeah. So
I don't know
they
if you
had
want
it
to.
different on
Because
there.
the bracelet is different. I just changed it right now.
And look, this is my real date of birth. Alright? So they're documenting it all wrong. More proof. That alone is very, very alarming. And that's crazy, right? Because people don't just think of putting their hands on these kind of things other than what's presented in front of them.
The only question I got is when you do the application.
Alright, so thankfully
you know, that they didn't find traces of any narcotics in my bloodstream or on my urine. So that is good news. But always keep in mind that they could have tampered, you know, they could have just like had like a hint of trace. Maybe it was a drug and they like had a little bit very undetectable to create a sensation that was undetectable in my bloodstream and urine. That could be a possibility, right? Or they could manipulate situations just to do that white noise thing and make me dizzy, and then off they go to a hospital and wrongfully diagnose or create panic. And I don't know, dude. I don't want anybody put in harm's way. Everybody must remain equally employed, cooking, cleaning, educating, new languages, everyone involved. Because I don't want to risk anybody's health. And once we notice shit, we make sure that we eliminate it. And we always redirect, if needed, staying on that right path. I mean, life is too good, dude, to be having somebody just sit on their ass and manipulating surroundings, dude. Honestly. So, hey, God bless you.
Do you have a dentist somewhere, like to go somewhere else?
Alright, so look, I got some of these. I ate one, it was perfectly closed, right? And I got this at the dollar store. So one was perfect, the other one was like this. They purposely did it. And when I got it from the dollar store, it was perfectly sealed. Everything was perfect. So that means that's proof that they're trying mind control on people. And then they direct you to purchase items that they tampered with. So it's premeditated. They could literally direct you where they want you to be. You see how stupid people are getting for no reason? You better stay with God. Because I genuinely wanted to stop at the dollar store. That's proof. Told you. And they do shit on purpose, like throw trash on the sidewalk. So whoever's doing that radioactivity and low frequency, They're guilty for mind controlling everybody. In secret, too. Did you hear Oakley? So they're praying. They're paying. You see how they interrupt my speech? And I'm not known for that. Everybody already knows that. So they pay bribes. Hopefully it's not this neighbor, right? See? That's why they're making things up on people. So they can falsely incarcerate people to get away with that mind control shit. Just so they can go off with shit money. Would they pay you millions, bribe you with shit money? You're gonna find out how your surroundings will rot. Because there's lack of demand in labor work. The fuck did you expect? You're going against people from the Bible, you idiots. God is way more powerful than you. See? And they do like this stupid shit with clouds. Like, they like, you know, like make up like things, dude. It's fucking like short-minded, small-minded individuals that fucking dilute things. They make the world a fucking small-ass place. See what they're doing? It's fucking annoying. Don't listen to that shit, or we get nowhere. See that bird sound? A pigeon, owl, whatever the fuck it is. It's fucking annoying. They set waypoints. Just get rid of them. Send them to prison. What about the rest of everybody else in the world? And all of our families that we have to care for? Offer some fucking idiots? You can hear it very faintly too. I ain't fearing shit. We walk with God. They're the only ones that fell and die. They're fucking harassing people, communities. See? They do that dog sound. They hide. You see? What they're trying to do in my speech? They hide behind military, police, border patrol. And what they're gonna start doing is copying and pasting all of our great efforts so they blend in on all of the respectives. They start doing all the great things, same as us. That's how they blend in. They start rooting for a great life like everybody else. That's how they blend in. They can blend in with pre-recordings. See, the birds, dude, they're fucking fake. What a disrespect to life. I know it's not even a handful. They're fucking stupid ass people. See how when I'm talking, you saw like the interruption of a different person saying the same thing at the same time? It's like a phone. So like you can have one screen implementing one picture and then another person on the same screen seeing the same picture, right? So if that picture is moving, the same video that you're watching and the same video that the other person's watching, that's how what they're trying to do. And they're trying to use any constant current like our blood flow, our blood pressure, and try to imitate our pulse. And that's how they could use our phones. That's how they can instill fear in you, and that's why they try to control you. You toxify your mind with all these scenarios, and then you feel like it's actually you thinking these things. That's why you need to stay with God and be aware, and they'll fail. It was some fucking idiots from a record label that paid some fucking security or former military, former law enforcement, and then they do some dumbass shit to try to harass girls, to harass men, and try to mind control us. So you feel vibration on your middle parts and all that shit, just like a phone. I get shocked. People are getting shocked in the head, in their organs, in their hearts. They try to scare us and see like we're gonna have like a heart attack, but it's just shock. Same like the phone. That's why they try to freak you out over time. See? It's a bigger world. Don't listen to those lies. Whoever's following me get killed, God. May their life end. And may they die and suffer and burn in hell. Look what someone's trying to do. Trying to send signals. Like a clock, you see? Faced my way. They're doing some shit. I already let everybody know. God is more respected than any new individual that takes advantage of our great equity. It's a together thing, all of our families together. So whoever's messing with people in low radio frequency, it's not even a handful, and they will get eliminated and sent to prison. See? It's all bullshit, dude. Stay with God and always provide opportunity. Build. See, they make it obvious because they think they have the confidence to get away with their shit. Do the process of elimination. Build with corrections, harvest with corrections, landscape, animal care, ocean cleanup, educate, teach constantly, lessons learned. New life produces very extremely fast. I'm not gonna make anything go to waste, just like God. I could be talking about the problem and bringing awareness, but God provides the solution at all times. There's no excuse for somebody to be sitting on their ass, harassing the public and communities and messing around with doctors and troops and the people. There's people in broken down homes, in old homes, dude. And that's why everybody has disease, heart disease, cancers. And people say, oh, we're gonna die anyways. Well, that's because they're not walking with God. They're on flesh. You don't ever die with God. You evolve, there's phases of life, and you continue living in every single way. Don't you ever lose hope. You walk with God and God amazes you. You were brought to this life. What the fuck else are you going to cling on to? Don't lean on your fucking own understanding. Do not lean on another person, a group of individuals that sound confident. Stay with God, the creator of everything that you've ever known, that ever existed, knowledge, whatever. You can call it whatever you want. That's why I don't fear. Nobody fears. And we're on the ground, every service members, and you can tell them, dude, we're best of friends with everyone around the world. That is facts. Building, corrections, it's all understandable. God is good all the time. So let everybody know the only problem and the only thing against everybody in all of life is those people messing with radio low frequencies, trying to play with our lives. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in educational demonstration so it could be a reminder of what's really happening. I don't know if they're pre-recording from record labels or whatever. They mess with lights, sound and lights to create an illusion. Just like what happens when overseas you hear a gunfire sound, but it was just sound. And then it was like a light or whatever, the wind or whatever they're doing. And then you hear a popping sound. Well, whatever they do, it ruined the roof. It ruined my roof. Look, I'll go over here and show you how they ruined my roof. You see what I'm talking? There's a fucking idiots saying, oh, doing all that shit. Because they're scared. That's why they're trying so hard to convince whoever. Look That's what they did to my roof. My roof is messed up because they do that popping sound. My car flipped over while I was driving, lost all mobility because they override our bloodstream with electricity. And people get dizzy. You saw when I went to the hospital. You see how they ruined my speech, and I'm not known for that. You saw when I went to the hospital. The EMS lady was looking all sleepy and dizzy. And then the doctors were getting all confused when I was telling them my vitals and information. Going against all education. Whoever's doing that to us, don't make it more than what it is. That's how they try to hide their face. They hide behind exaggeration. We just stay within our healthy habits, limit the use of technology of whatever does that, and it should be very, very easy. And then you send them to prison. You send them to prison. And I am not known to have my speech interrupted. And with investigative proof, with my professional colleagues in real life, nothing made up, I predicted the pandemic that actually justifies any sickness and why it happens, as I'm telling you now. And it actually happened in 2020. And tons died because people get careless and misdistribute their attention where it shouldn't be. When new life keeps producing rapidly, you saw within this time frame, you saw people getting very severely sick and they lacked nothing. You saw them pale. You saw them have white lips, blistery lips. It's not a fucking game. They're playing games with my life, with everybody's life. And I meant to say they're playing games with everybody's life. And look at what I said unintentionally. And it's happening to a lot of people. And it happened to one of the state troopers. And you saw that on film too. And it's real life. And that's why they're trying to hide their fuck-ups with AI. And AI looks very, very real too. So now they're doing all this dumb shit instead of building with corrections, which is more effective, landscaping, animal care, enjoying each other's company, not freaking out because we walk with God and God is always good. So we don't have to have shit happen over some paranoid idiots that messed up. They'll single themselves out and they'll look very, very alone. So don't be faked out. It's not fair for a selected handful or selected individuals, not even a handful of idiots, and then all they talk about is conflict, paranoia, and they freak out amongst each other. All for everybody else to go down with them, and we're suffering repercussions of somebody else's mess up. Give it to God. Build with corrections. Spread the good word. Bring understanding daily. And you'll never see that shit. All they got is that radioactivity and low frequency electricity. Just give it to God. I know it's so noticeable to catch. It's not even a handful. They have weaknesses. They eat. They have the same, we bear the same fruits. Don't make it more than what it is. See what happens when you don't remain constant on the direct path? People forget how they even are healthy. Grass needs to be cut all the time. Brand new roads need to be made. Old roads need to be made brand new. Even the brand new roads get swept. Brand new buildings get cleaned constantly. Already taught knowledge needs to remain taught constantly because life keeps happening very, very rapidly. Medical supplies need to be made again. Shampoo, soaps, clothes. Spreading the good word and bringing understanding to keep everybody understanding what's short-lived and why it's best to keep work going smoothly and to teach new employees. All businesses must be school themed and learning every single language because everybody in the world must be under healthy, big homes and following the rules to have clean water and clean food. Everybody needs to be in brand new vehicles. All dealerships need to be inviting every old vehicle, giving them brand new vehicles. Old vehicles get melted for brand new moldings for new vehicles. All workplaces need to follow the law so everybody can be healthy always. Every pay period after tax withholdings, medical insurance withholdings, every pay period, $20 for a guarantee wage increase every 3 months. I'm just ignoring what they're trying to do because they're obviously focused on this area, and then they try to confuse you and then tamper with our great partners somewhere else. I don't fear. Shit is shit. God is bigger and more powerful than that. The greatest strategy is to make them believe that they have power over you. The greatest strategy is to make them believe that they won't get caught. What does God say? Rotten fruit will fall by itself. That communication is coming from somewhere, and it's definitely not the people. I don't care who it is. I'm not favoriting anybody. I'm one of the reasons why everybody in the whole world is breathing and alive right now, or nobody would have been living. With God saying it very directly. And you can tell off the bat that I'm not full of shit with all of my educational videos. That's why they're trying to embarrass people, very smart people that don't play, and they're trying to make a joke out of us. But that's not what God is going to let happen. Work needs to be done. People need to be in great living standards at all times. Your duties are clear, so you won't be used for shit. So we won't be getting killed when they don't see no fucking value in us. With corrections, eliminating all conflict altogether. They use compliments to try to distract you too. Don't listen to nothing. Just always see everybody as a good person. You always lead and teach. Don't confuse yourself. You build, provide opportunity, enjoy each other, and you'll see God will protect you no matter what. You bring awareness to everybody so they won't get faked out. Use this opportunity to unite together and cut off all that communication wherever it's coming from. They are forgetting how to live.
Hey Brenda, I was just calling because I wanted to see if you wanted to go out tonight. What about going out to eat on that place where your dad sells those vehicles? I think it'll be fun. I mean, every time, because right now I feel like sad, but every time I see you, I turn into like I get happy. I mean, you know what I mean, right? That's the best I can explain myself. And then we can go to that carnival up the street. I don't know, we can do something fun, spontaneous. Well, call me back. Text me, call me. And I would love to see you tonight. Okay, bye.
Renava bendita